Hello and welcome back to another rebuild, and yes, we're doing Arsenal. Popular choice in the comments, and it's not a team I've actually played before, so this is going to be quite interesting. Arsenal have not won the league since 2004, so that's nearly 18 years ago, nearly close to 20. So it's been quite a while, 2004 being the last time. They've won the European Cup Winners' Cup in 94. The FA Cup they've won only just recently. The Europa League, or the Euro Cup 1970, the Carabao and the Community Shield. So they've not even won Europe either. So the aim in this particular rebuild then, in the 5 years that we're going to be doing this, is to A, win the league, and B, if we can, get ourselves into Europe and win a European trophy. That's the aim, and there's no reason why we cannot do it. Balance, we've got £119 million in the bank. Wow. Budget, 10 million. Is that all they're offering? That's not a lot, is it? We need to ask on that. Wage budget, 2.2. Current wage, 1.9. So we haven't really got much wiggle room. 250,000. We may have to release in order to bring some people in, or just ask them to increase. They've got some money in the bank. So if we have a look at the side then, see what we're really going to be playing with. We've got a few goalkeepers. One's out on loan, Ramsdale and Leno. Be Ramsdale for me every day of the week, unfortunately, if those that like Leno. At the back then, they've got Gabriel, Rob Holding, Benjamin White. I mean, they've got some fairly young players. A lot of them out on loan as well. Tomiyasu as well, right wing back. Wow, that's they've got a fairly decent side. I mean, just looking at the back alone. Rekic as well, 19-year-old. Maybe we might put him out on loan, possibly. Maitland-Niles, he's out on loan. Why would you put him out on loan? Unbelievable. Cedric, 29-year-old. Kieran Tierney, there he is, 110 grand a week. That's not a lot. Tavares, El Nani, Lakonga, Tierra, and Guendouzi, they're out on loan, which I'm, again, quite surprised at. Thomas Partey is here, Xhaka, Odegaard as well. Interesting. I like Odegaard, I must admit. Reece Nielsen, he's out on loan. Smith Rowe, he's... I tell you what, this side's looking good. Do we really need anybody? Saka, Pepe, Martinelli as well. Nketiah and Lacazette. To me, Lacazette seems to be the one that is up for renewal next season as well. Maybe it might be time to let him go, possibly. The wage structure. Let's have a look at the most. He's ahead, together with Thomas Partey, by some considerable amount, with Pepe on 114. And look at Odegaard, 115. I think, really, with £10 million, if we offload Lacazette, possibly, that's 180,000. Maybe we could just bring one or two players in if needed. But, yeah, we're going to have to go away and have a look at the side. But I'm quite excited about it at the moment. It's a very, very young side. So let's go away, let's do some transfers, and let's come back and we'll show you what we've done. Right, just the one transfer then this window. Not an awful lot of money was given. We requested some more. It was not given. And in the end, we made the one signing. We realised that a lot of players were out on loan, and some of them players were in key positions. The defence was very, very light, especially at the centre-backs. So we brought in Amir Ramani from Napoli, £25 million. He's made a good start, and that's all I can say. Very, very good at the back. Jumping reach, fantastic. Heading, fantastic. If you've seen my rebuilds before, they are the certain things I look for a centre-back, because I want them to go up for corners. And obviously, if they're going to be defending, they need to be able to jump and head at the same time. And he's very, very pacey at the back as well. So I'm very, very chuffed with this signing. I think he'll do well, probably to play alongside Ben White as well, who we incidentally bought for £50 million. So £25 million, like I say. And that is our only signing. So I'm quite happy, but not so happy that we didn't have enough budget. But if you see how much Arsenal have spent in the window, £169 million, including this one that we've brought in, you can understand why. £50 million Ben White, Ramsdale £25 million, and £30 million Odegaard. I mean, they do mean business, don't they? A lot of players have gone out on loan. I mean, an awful lot of players have gone out on loan. £25 million, Joe Willock has gone to Newcastle. But yeah, you can see, look at this, all down here. Everybody's out on loan. It's a little bit ridiculous. I mean, some of these should be first teamers, I think, or at least back up to the first team. So if we take a look at the results so far this season, as you can see, I'm very, very happy with it. we are unbeaten. I mean, it's an invincible season, possibly in the first one. Do you think, or is that too much to ask? The friendlies get off to a good start as well. We do have very close scores against Espanyol and Real San Sebastian, 4-3 and 3-2. But we start off the season with a 1-0 victory over Manchester United, with Bruno Fernandes getting sent off right at the very end. Newcastle was followed up with a 2-1 victory. Martinelli scoring both goals. Very good to see him on the score sheet. 3-1 win in the Carabao Cup. Not really interested, but as we've got no interest in Europe this season, we'll take any cup competition that comes our way. And then most recently a 3-0 victory over Watford. The side and the tactics then for this season, then we're going to leave the top position empty. We've got Lacazette and we have got Martinelli. Martinelli I do want to have in there, but we're going to leave it blank for now. Saka and Smith Rowe out on the wings, and Odegaard. I mean, very, very young attacking forward line. Partey in the centre. We definitely want him in there. Tierney on the left hand side. Gabriel in the centre with Ramsdale in goal. The position there for Ben White or our new signing. The side virtually picks itself. It looks very good from that point of view. We are going to be playing out of defence, hitting early crosses, running at the defence. We're also going to counter-press and hold our shape at the same time, as well as distributing from the goalkeeper to the defenders as well to play out. And we're going to play a very, very high line using an offside trap. We'll see what happens. That's the default really on this formation. Apart from a few we've just tweaked a little bit, but not an awful lot. Competition-wise then, the FA Cup quarter-final minimum and the Carabao Cup, they're just not interested at all. We've drawn West Ham, by the way, in the next round. But 3 from 3, I'm very happy. We'll see what happens after we've simulated the first season. We've got no Europe, so the league should be in our hands. Let's find out, shall we? Let's simulate. We finished 6th. That's not bad. We're in the European spot, which is what we originally wanted. I'm a little bit disappointed, I have to say. I expected to get a little bit higher. I mean, look at that. Everton are in 4th position. We're ahead of Tottenham, and even Leicester have got into the Europa League 2 or Euro 2. 18 wins, 8 draws, but 12 losses. That's an awful lot of losses. And a lot of goals conceded. I mean, is there a problem with the defence? I mean, our goal difference among the top 9 is really bad. Really, really bad. 5 goal difference. That's not what you would expect from an Arsenal side, I have to say. Liverpool win it convincingly. United, City. I mean, Everton's just did an amazing job this season. But if you have a look at some of the other stats, though, Martinelli is the 3rd leading goal scorer behind Lukaku and Salah. And chances created, Saka 29 just behind Bruno Fernandes. He also gets joint 2nd assists of the season with 13. But looking at interceptions made, our defenders are doing a good job. Let's just have a look, see where we were in past positions and see how did it go through the season. We did get to 2nd position at one point. And then we dropped off to 5th and then eventually finishing in 6th position. That's disappointing. Let's have a look at competitions wise. Let's have a look. So FA Cup, we do win the FA Cup though. You know what, 6th place and an FA Cup, yeah, I'll take that. We win a trophy off the bat, and the Carabao Cup, we get to the semi-final and get knocked out by Liverpool. So cup wise, we've done relatively well. But because we didn't have European football, I just expected a little bit more in the league. Let's have a look at the schedule then. So we had literally a win-win all the way to the end of September, where we lost to Tottenham 3-1. We had a few more wins in October, losing to Aston Villa at the end. We had a unbeaten November. We lose quite a few games in December though. Wolves, Southampton and Leeds. I just wouldn't have expected that, even though we beat Man City. We beat Liverpool the month before. January started off, wow, I mean, there's a lot of games being played here. Everton 1-1, Liverpool 1-1 at home. Southend we win in the Cup, and Liverpool we get absolutely smashed in the Carabao. I mean, that's the second leg. 6-1 overall then. Wow, we got absolutely slaughtered there. 5-4 against Brentford there. Carry on through the FA Cup though. 5th round, Forest 4-2. Quarterfinals, Norwich. We lose 4-2 to Southampton. We also lose to the 2 Manchester clubs away from home. Liverpool we lose away 4-0. So we're not doing too well at Anfield though, to be fair. We pull it back together a little bit with a few draws, a loss. We lose to Norwich 4-0. We beat them 3-1 at home. What was that? That was the quarterfinals. And we lose at home 4-0 to Norwich. That sort of thing should not be happening. I can only imagine it's injuries. We lose to Watford the week after. And the FA Cup final, we beat Liverpool 4-0. I guess London's home, isn't it? It's a very, very indifferent end of the season. The last few months have been really, really bizarre. Not many wins. Let's have a look at the squad then, see how well they all did. So if we just have a look at, just go straight to the goals wise then. Martinelli, top goal scorer, 26 goals, 4 assists. Smith Rowe doing well on that left hand side, 19 assists, 16 goals. That's 35 goals he's been involved in. That's pretty good. Saka as well, 29 goals he's been involved in, 14 goals, 15 assists. Reece Nelson, who's obviously not playing with us, hopefully he'll come back. Thomas Partey, 6 and 2. I mean, there's a massive drop off between the top 3. Odegaard, 3 and 8. That's not too bad. Guendouzi as well, 3 and 8 on loan wherever he is. Gabriel, 4 goals. And Nketiah, 6 goals. Not many starts. So Lacazette, 6 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. That's all he's had, just 3 games. Looking on assists then, yeah, you can see apart from the top 2, there's a big, big margin between everybody else. Although there are assists throughout the whole team. We've got £88 million to spend. We've got 200 million in the bank. Where did all that come from? Just have an influx of lots of money. Sponsorship deals. So there's 60. Actually, there's quite 100 million there. 120 million. 130 million possibly. Okay, that's probably where it's all come from then. Not much room in the wage budget, but obviously, if we lose Lacazette, that's 200 grand a week gone. Maybe we may have to offload a few others to bring some better ones in. Who knows? Right, let's get into the transfers. Our first signing then is João Mario. He's going to be playing out on the wings. He's going to give Smith Rowe and Saka a run for the money alongside Pepe and the likes of them. Do like to bring in Portuguese players, I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure if we used Mario before, but I think he fits the team pretty well. And he's 22 years old. Arsenal have got a relatively young side, so we want to keep in with that as well. £28.5 million he's cost us from Porto. 3 games already, 1 assist. He did well last season, 2 goals, 2 assists, 7.36. So hopefully he'll do all right for us. But yeah, stats-wise, it looks pretty decent. 88 grand a week. It's quite cheap. And he's worth 88 million. So that's a pretty good return already. And we bring in another Portuguese. Another one from Porto. Porto just quite happy to let people go. Vitna, in the middle of the park. He can play attacking midfielder. He can play DM. But in midfield is really where we wanted him. Very good physicals. He's got very good passing. His decision making and vision's excellent. Great technique. He can dribble. He can cross. He's got a great... I mean, I could go on about all these stats individually. They look absolutely amazing. All right, he can't jump and head the ball possibly. Okay, that's not a problem, but he's got a good launch shot. So £45 million he's cost us. I think it is just a release clause, I think it was in the end. Or I'm not sure how it was done. But last season for Porto, 3 goals, 10 assists. 13 goals he's involved with, 7.36. 4 games for us. Nothing just yet, but we'll see what happens. And our final signing really is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We lost Lacazette through end of contract. £180,000 a week he was on as well in his 30s. And we bring in a 25-year-old Everton forward. If you haven't seen my Everton rebuild, go back and watch that. The first couple of seasons where we managed to hang on to Calvert-Lewin before he was sold behind my back. He was amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I'm hoping he's going to prove the same thing again this time round. £50 million going on to £60 million. 20 goals last season for Everton. 60 before that. 13 before that. Is just improving. He's scored 3 for us in 4 games, 7.55 already. He just looks absolutely great, and I'm really excited. I'm hoping him and Martinelli are, they're going to battle it out between them, and the 2 young players. We'll see what happens. And with Calvert-Lewin alongside Saka and Smith Rowe as well. That's pretty frightening. That is very, very frightening. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how they manage. So that brings an end to our transfers. We do bring in Matt Turner. That was already done from last season. £5 million from New England. I'm not sure why we brought him in, to be perfectly honest. Just another goalkeeper. But £129 million spent and a couple of youngsters on a free to the youth teams. If we take a look at the sales, then El Nani's gone to Atlanta for 18.25. He's not really getting game time. Same with Xhaka as well, 13 million. Guendouzi gone to Marseille, 9.5. I think that was a deal after his loan. We couldn't get out of it, unfortunately. Leno, I would have liked to bring, see what he would have done to the team as well. Leno's gone to Atletico Madrid for 9.25. Cedric's gone to FLA for 7 million. And Costastinos is gone to Stuttgart for 2.6. And a lot of other people gone out on loan. We've still got £17.5 million left in the kitty. We're not going to be spending that. And £130 million in the bank. I mean, it's looking bright for us, isn't it? If we have a look at the side then, so we're going to leave a lot of these spaces blank. We've got 2 forwards we can use. We've got Calvert-Lewin or Martinelli. I'm guessing Calvert-Lewin will nick that spot, really. Saka normally plays that spot with Smith Rowe, but we've got quite a few players in here now, like Mario, Niles, Nelson. There's Pepe as well. And same with the other side as well. So them places are not guaranteed, but they could be. Vintner's going to occupy the midfield in the alongside him. We're not sure who's going to be playing. Partey or Torreira. I think it's going to be a fight between them two. The right-hand side, we've got Bellerin back. So Tomiyasu is going to have to work extremely hard. But as you can see already, he's played 5 games. He's already averaging 7.6. And that's absolutely brilliant. Ben White's going to start in the in the centre of defence, as we have got a lot of other good players in there, like Gabriel, Rahani as well, Holding, Saliba. We'll see what happens there. And Tierney is going to boss that left-hand side with Ramsdale in goal. Results so far then, not bad. It's a little bit mixed. We're unbeaten in all the friendlies apart from the very first one. We lost to Shakhtar 1-0. We did lose to Liverpool in the Community Shield 3-1. Calvert-Lewin getting his goal, but the damage had already been done. And then we start our campaign after beating Morton 6-3. I think these were in Korea or China 3-1, 5-2. Monaco 5-0. Demolition there. Calvert-Lewin getting a hat-trick. And speaking of hat-tricks, he did get a hat-trick against Fulham in the 4-1 win there. Sheffield United, we win 1-0. Saka getting the goal. West Ham, same again. Saka. And Man City, Torreira getting the goal there. So it's going to be a real fight in that midfield, I feel, between Torreira and Thomas Partey. The table currently looks like this. So we're top of the table. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Only by goal difference, though. We've got the same goal difference that we finished with last season. We want to aim for a Champions League this time. Speaking of Europe, the Europa League then has been drawn. We've got Olympiacos, Feyenoord and Silkeborg as well. We need to finish in the semi-finals. Reach the semi-finals, should I say. We need to reach the quarter-finals of the Europa League as well. We want to try and win something. The Carabao is going to start off with Blackpool, and there's confirmation we were runners-up in the Community Shield. So hopefully, I'm aiming for 1 or 2 trophies. The league, really, I would like earlier on, but we want to get into the Champions League first, so we need to better 6 and go up into the top 4 positions. Right, we are now going to simulate it and we'll see what we can, and hopefully we may pick up a trophy or 2. Well, would you look at that? We've managed to finish 3rd in the table. Now, I can't help thinking that it's probably our signings that have done it. I don't know. But 22 wins, 7 draws, 9 losses, 78 goals scored. That's an incredible amount. 47 conceded. That is well less than last season. 31 goal difference. You can remember me saying that we only had 5 at the beginning of the season, which equaled last seasons as a whole. So 31 is a massive, massive improvement. 73 points as well. That's a big increase as well. But we are still a long way off the top 2. Liverpool and Man City, they're just absolutely phenomenal, aren't they? Chelsea, West Ham and Man U all finished below us. Tottenham finished 7th. Everton 9th. Leicester 10th. And any big teams down there? No, not really. Let's have a look at some of these other little bit of stats. Calvert-Lewin, 21 goals this season. I think he's just got a little bit more than last season, but we'll have a look at them when we come to look at the squad. Odegaard, chances created, 38, and I'm assuming that's for the season. Tierney gets the most dribbles per 90 minutes, 4.3, so he's done really well. And goals, yeah, we are third best in the league. Chances created, second best. That is about it on that respect. Right, let's have a look at competition-wise. How did we do with the rest? The Europa League, we get knocked out by Chelsea, no less, in the semi-finals. Wow. Okay, I wanted to win this competition, but to lose to Chelsea, who lost eventually to Lazio by the looks of things. We lose to Chelsea in the FA Cup. So Chelsea have done us over again. And then the Carabao Cup, Everton. Where was Calvert-Lewin? Was he cup tied? I don't know. But we get knocked out by Everton in the semi-finals in that one as well. So we've done the cup competitions. We've got right to the final or the semi-final. So I'm happy, but we are in the Champions League, so I can't grumble too much. The squad then, let's have a quick look of what has happened then. Calvert-Lewin, 38 goals in 45. Oh my God, the guy. I mean, I did say he was good, didn't I? Martinelli, 22 goals as well. He's assisted along the way. Saka, 17. Mario with 13 goals. Odegaard, 12. Smith Rowe, 19 games, but he only scored 8 goals. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm assuming Mario and Smith Rowe are sharing, I'm guessing. So Odegaard tops the assists with 19. Tierney, 12. Mario, 11. Saka, Vetner. So it's an all-round performance, I think, from everybody. I'm relatively happy with that. I can't complain at all. Finances, then, what they're going to give us for being in the Champions League. Okay, we've got £92 million to spend, 70 million in the bank. Have we not had a windfall yet? We haven't got our money from the sponsorship yet, by looks of things. I could be mistaken. Sponsorships. Not yet. So this season we had 120. We're still yet to have the rest of the money. So we could get another 120. Might actually increase that transfer budget. We don't know. Excellent. So we've got another 90 million to spend. We'll probably make 1 or 2 signings again. Some big signings. I'm not sure where we're going to be going with this, though, to be perfectly honest. If we can get a world-class centre-back, possibly, or somebody at the defence. We want somebody world-class. That's where we're going with this. Maybe we just need the one signing, who knows. But with that in mind, £90 million to spend. We're in the Champions League next season. Let's go and spend it. Right, just 2 signings made in this window, and I think we're making our intentions heard here. Fikayo Tomori from Milan. I've used him in the Milan rebuild. He's absolutely brilliant. I can't believe he's English. I really can't. To see how good he is, I cannot believe he's English. Wow, what a player. Pacey at the back, he can jump, he can head. I mean, heading's phenomenal as well. It's absolutely amazing. Pretty damn good. We're going to be having 2 ball-playing defenders at the back. A lot of money, £50 million going up to £70 million. I wanted him. He was available, or the scouts put him up onto my radar, and I said, yes, he's probably perfect, and probably a player Arsenal probably go for as well. 25 years old, so he's going to be here for at least another 5 years. I think, well, another 4 years minimum anyway. 120 grand a week though. That is a lot of money. However, I think he looks very, very nice. And tell me otherwise if you do not agree. But I think he will be absolutely superb. And the next chap in, again, another one from Milan. Again, he came up on the radar. And yes, we bagged him as well. Midfield. We said we wanted to strengthen the midfield with Partey coming of age, so to speak. He's into his 30s now. 200 grand a week though, so it is a lot of money. However, he's only 23 years old. Absolutely phenomenal. We used him with Milan, I think we did, and he was great. Absolutely brilliant once again. Slightly more than Tomori though. £80 million with add-ons. I think he's going to hold that midfield, and I think he's going to be that difference that helps us in the Champions League, I think, as well. And he's got a good free kick taken as well, so that's going to be quite handy. I think he's an upgrade from Partey as well. But again, I think it's another player that Arsenal probably would go for, I guess. Their type of player, I'm thinking. I might be wrong, but in this particular rebuild, he's an Arsenal player. So overall, £120 million spent over them two. We've got some other ones for the youngsters as well. But out the window go. You'll be surprised at some of them. We let go of Rekic. He's gone for 1.6 million to Basel. Lazio have picked up Runarsson, the goalkeeper, 3.1 million. Tavares, I was reluctant to let him go, but he wanted to go. The 22-year-old wanted to move. So we've done it, 21.5 million. Rob Holding has gone to Juventus for 14.5 million. And somebody from, I'm guessing he was in the reserves, 1.4 million, Barley. No idea, to Newcastle, no less. So £42 million spent, brought in there. So £80 million net spend in the end. Financially, we've still got some left, and again, we're not looking to spend it. Well, we can't spend it now the window's over, but yeah, we left some in there just to make the bank balance look a little bit better. So far, then, the pre-season and season has gone phenomenally. We started off with a draw, where we started off with a loss last season. Megastar, we thrashed 9-0. Lamdong 6-0. Another 9-0. We demolished Porto 5-1. Gijón 5-0. Valencia 3-0. We're stronger, I feel. And then look at this. The first game of the season, we've just gone and smashed Man City 3-0. Calvert-Lewin and Sacco both scoring, and Calvert-Lewin getting another couple of goals in the game against Brighton as well. The Champions League, we've drawn Juventus, Wolfsburg and Lyon. We're expected to reach the semi-finals once again in the FA Cup, and once again the Carabao. We've got Chelsea, so we'll probably go out in that one, more than likely. Strangely enough, we're down in 6th. Prediction, 20-1 to win the league. Behind Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, United and Newcastle. I feel that's kind of harsh. And what's harsh even still is that the fact that we've got nobody in the Dream 11. That's really weird. Tonali and Wittner is going to play in the centre. Odegaard just above them. We've left the 3 forwards blank. We know who they're going to be eventually. Tomori and Gabriel are going to start off in the centre of defence with Ramsdale, Lingard and Tierney on the left-hand side. I think that's why Tavares wanted to leave, because he wanted that position. But yeah, unfortunately, Tierney's bagged it. But he's currently injured, which is upsetting. What's wrong with him? 12 days. Okay. So let's see how this pans out. We'll simulate, and we will be back at the end of the season. We almost get the Premiership. We almost did it. I can't believe we were only just 6 points off the title. In goal difference as well, would have played a big part in there. 24 wins, 7 draws, 7 losses. 7 losses. I think that's the least we've had so far in this rebuild. 94 goals. Oh my God. That is the most in the whole division. 44 conceded, Man City conceded 33 with 50 goal difference, 79 points. That's a massive improvement from last season and the season before as well. That's truly amazing. We're finally getting somewhere, and I do believe the title is very, very close. 6 points, like I say, a big difference from last season, the difference from winning it. But if we have a look at all the other stats as well, Calvert-Lewin is the best player in the league, 7.77, Odegaard 7.5 in third. Calvert-Lewin gets the most goals in the... Wow! 48 goals in a season. You're having a laugh. Mike, that's just amazing. I mean, that's half the goals. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Odegaard and Sacco... most assists, Odegaard with 24 assists. Oh my God. Chances created, Odegaard 40. Tierney 3.57 dribbles in 90 minutes. And Tomori, our new signing, interceptions made 138. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Chances created overall 188. That's pretty good, and 94 leading goal scorers in the league. And down at the bottom, games without losing 6. Okay, so let's have a look at... well, did we ever get to top position at any point? Let's have a quick look. Wow, we were top for quite a while. Dropped to second. Oh, we dropped to third. Game 29. And then we tried to fight back into first spot. Oh, wow, we lost it there. 29. We've only 9 games to go. We kind of lost it a little bit. That's unfortunate. But we're top, so that's improvement. Man City... Man City... very indifferent, but never out the top 2, really, to be fair. And they jumped on the bandwagon. Liverpool, they must have... oh, there they are. Liverpool, third for a while, jumped to first, and then they finished third in the end as well. Wow. So just right at the end of thinking they've won it, and then somehow they lost it. Wow, that's absolutely amazing, really is. Let's have a look at competitions-wise, see how well we did. So we hit Champions League once again. So the Champions Cup, or Champions League, we get knocked out in the first round. Or did we? I don't know. It doesn't say. Where did we get... Does this not tell us where? We'll have to have a look when we get into the schedule in just a second. We get knocked out in the 5th round by Tottenham. Eventually won by Liverpool in the FA Cup. And Carabao, we get knocked out by Chelsea in the 3rd round. We didn't get very far, did we, at all? I'm wondering how far we got in the Champions League, though. That's rather annoying, though. But 2nd spot, I would have given all of that up for a title. Again, unbeaten for quite a while, and then we just lose our way. We lose 4-3 to Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. Tottenham and Juventus, we lose. Tottenham in that first game 2-1. We lost to Juventus. Just have a look at the group stage. We beat Juventus, Lyon, and Wolfsburg. So that's a little bit of money. Who did we draw to? Wolfsburg. Then we lose to Lyon and Juventus. 5 points the difference. That's quite a lot. Did we progress to the next round? First knockout round. 3-4. So we lose to Bayern Munich. 4-3 on aggregate. Oh, that's a damn shame. Liverpool progressed. Man City progressed. Juventus progressed. Man City beat PSG, and Chelsea lose to Barcelona. So we lose to Southampton. Another loss in the league there. Any big... 4-2 again. We did beat Juventus 4-2 again, though. 5-0 there against Everton in the league. Newcastle will lose 2-0 away from home. We could do go on a little bit of a run. We beat Man United there 2-0. And Chelsea 4-1. Liverpool will lose 3-0. Villa there. How far did we get in the FA Cup? 5th round, wasn't it? So the knockout round, we beat Bayern Munich 3-2 in the first leg. And the second leg, which was... we lost 2-0. Sané and Mbappe as well. Wow. Okay. And the 5th round, we lose in extra time to Tottenham. But we beat Newcastle at home 5-0. Burnley 4-0. Man City we beat 3-2 in the league. We draw with Man U away from home. Finished strong again. But quite a few losses here, though. The few draws kind of didn't help us at all, I don't think. West Ham a draw there. Liverpool a draw. Leicester, a draw there. That's unfortunate. If we won them, who knows what would have happened. Very, very close. Very close indeed. Let's have a look at how well the squad did. Because we know Calvert-Lewin did score quite a lot of goals. 55 goals. Wow. Nobody came close. Sacco was 16. Martinelli was 16. And that's it. Calvert-Lewin has been our goal machine. Assists, let's have a look. 29 for Odegaard. On a whole, this is. That's absolutely crazy. Saka, 14. Mario, Wittner, and Tonali, 10s. Lovely stuff. Tierney, Martinez, Smith Rowe, 5 and 6. He did get 31 games. Did a lot, but I'd expect a little bit more, I guess. But Mario coming in, he's taken over a little bit, hasn't he? Okay, other players getting... did everybody play a game? Bellerin didn't play, so we are going to have to think about moving him along, I guess. 29 years old now. Matt Turner didn't play. Pepe did not play. We're going to have to cash in on him at the moment. Saliba, not many starts. Miles, Nelson. There's a few players here that didn't really get any game time whatsoever. all these down here. I'm reluctant to let the likes of Saliba, Niles and Nelson go. Good backups, I feel. But a few of the older players. Torreira, did he not really play many games? Just on his 6. Partey, how many did? 10 substitutes. It's not looking good for a majority of them. Ben White, 8 games. Okay. Tamiyasu, 40 games, 5 goals for him. Let's have a look at money-wise then. That's always important, isn't it? So we finished second. Champions League once again. What are they going to be giving us? £86 million. And I don't think we've had our intake of the sponsorship just yet. That's not too bad then. Okay, not a bad season. Silverware has just gone by the wayside a little bit, probably because we concentrate on league stuff. Second, we're aiming to get that title. We've got 2 more seasons to try and do it. Or win a European trophy as well. That'd be amazing. Let's go again and let's see if we can spend some of this money and hopefully a little bit more as well. Once again, we have outdone ourselves in the transfer market. Right, Mateus Nunes is coming to the club as a midfielder. We needed backup. We let go of a couple of players and we needed some extra backup in that midfield. There's no two ways about it. I think we had him in our last rebuild. I'm not sure. I've definitely used him before, and I think he's a very, very good midfielder. From Sporting, Portuguese. Of course he's Portuguese, but £41 million. I think that's going to go up to 46. Not too much, but 3 games already, not too bad. But look what he's done at Sporting, though. 7.44 there, 7.36, 7.5. He's done relatively well. So if he does get the game time, he's going to be very, very good for us, I feel. Stats-wise, phenomenal once again. It's just really, really good. And 26 years old, not too bad. It's quite hard to get now, going 3-4 seasons into the rebuild. Really young players. You can get them for about 70, 80, 90 million pounds, but you're also going to be paying 200 plus. Nunes comes in on £130 a week for a couple of years. So he's going to be with us to the end of the rebuild. So that's what we wanted. Hopefully he's going to make an impact. Again, another midfielder, Matteo Pessina. We did, like I say, let a few players go. So with that money, we brought in some more. And 27-year-old, 6'2". Wow, he can do the business in that middle of the park. He can also play attacking midfielder role. Odegaard has signed a new contract with us, so he's not going anywhere out of that position. But just in case he does get injured, which I think he is at the moment, stats-wise, he looks very, very good. We have bought him in for £55 million from, I want to say Atalanta, but I don't think he is. Milan? It looks like Milan. No, Atalanta. It is from Atalanta. God, they only paid $875,000 for him. Wow. And he's done the business in the last season. The last couple of seasons, in fact, he's really improved. So, yeah, I'm quite happy to bring him in. Again, just as a backup, though. But I think he's a pretty damn good backup, actually. And finally, our big signing, Josko Carvajal. Or Garvadal. So I do apologise for butchering the name, which I have done on many occasions. But look at them stats for a defender. Wow, he's going to be our number 1 defender. 22 years old. He's resilient and he's an elite centre-back. I don't think you can ask for much more than that. 110 grand a week. He's here to 2029. No doubt he's going to ask for a lot more money. But hopefully that's he'll just be like that for the rest of this rebuild. Just another season to go after this. But look at them stats. Jumping reach, heading. He's got aggression, anticipate. I mean, it's all there. I mean, I could go through all of it. So let's hold on to your hats. Let's have a look how much we spent. £74 million flat. We had the money. We went all in. Just got his release clause. Leipzig did not want to sell him at all through installments or anything like that. So he was our first signing. £74 million. Why not when you got the money, don't you think? 7.6 already. He's doing pretty well, and I think we've only conceded the 1 goal so far this season. So it looks pretty good though. I'm really, really happy. A lot of money, but I'm happy. It's nice to be able to spend this money, and with the bonus of being in the Champions League, it's always a bonus, isn't it? So £170 million spent. I mean, it's a lot of money. It'd be interesting to see how much we have spent over this course of this rebuild. I don't think we bought anybody in from the first season. I don't think we did. I mean, there's £129 million there, 120 there, £170 million there. We're going to be talking at least £500 million by the time we're finished. I mean, we could be at £500 million already. But that's phenomenal. £170 million spent. Out the window then goes a couple of youngsters. Romani, he's gone. Hence why we brought in Josko. 1.5, no he didn't. 11 million to transfer ball. Partey's gone for 14.5 million to Real San Sebastian. Lukonga has gone to Villarreal for 30 million. Hence why we were able to bring a couple of expensive players in. That is it. The rest of them are all youngsters either going out on loan or leaving on a free. But 3 players we lose. There is Leonardo Zaza. I'm not sure who he is. Yeah, he's gone to Newcastle, bizarrely. And Newcastle did bring another one in. Spent £2.5 million, a couple of our youngsters. Weird. Finances, yeah, we are overspending, but I'm not too concerned about £27,000 left. Okay. We got £64 million in the bank. Obviously, that's going to diminish quite a lot. Right, let's have a look, see how well we've done. So, as you can see, unbeaten once again. It's been a pretty clear. There was that game against Benfica, 5-4. But apart from that, Calvert-Lewin is doing the bloody business once again. He scored a hat-trick against West Brom, a brace against Man City, and he scored a brace against Southampton as well. I mean, he's the only one scoring. Now, how many goals did he score last season in total? Let's have a look. 55 goals in 41 games last season. the season before with us in our first season. 38 in 45, or 48 if you include starting 3 as sub. But that is phenomenal. Last season, he got 10 player of the matches. He's well on his way to beating that target already. 7 goals for us already in 3 games. That's just absolutely crazy. I'm not going to lie. But with that 2-1 win against Man City, again, we just seem to do really well against Man City. Right at the very beginning, we just peter away towards the end. The Champions League, we've got Barcelona, Trabzonspor. Wow, we've got to play against one of our ex-players, and PAOK as well. So I'm guessing we should qualify for the next stage. The FA Cup reached the semi-final, is a gimme, and then obviously the Carabao Cup, which they're not really bothered about. We're playing Ipswich. But top of the table, 3 from 3 alongside Liverpool. And of course, we've got a better goal difference. Our side this time round is not going to be that much different, really. Just another space goes begging. So the midfielder, Vitina, we're going to give that one a empty spot because we've got Nunez as well and Torreira. So we want to give some of them guys a break. But we've got Odegaard, which we can't do without. He's just signed a new contract. Tonali, keeping him here. We've got Josko and Tomori, with Tierney and Ramsdale. The season preview has us in 4th position. 10-1 to win the league. I'd put odds on that. I really would. United behind us with Newcastle, Tottenham, Leicester, Everton. But Man City, Liverpool and Chelsea are above us. I'm excited for the season. I think we'll do well. So we're going to go once again. We'll simulate. And then we shall be back to scrutinise what we've done for season 4. Well, we finished 4th this time. Still in the Champions League, which is good. And that looks very similar to last season's stats as well. 24 wins, 7 draws and losses. We only scored 2 less than last season, looking at last season's stats. And we concede 2 less. So 50 goal difference and 79 points. Again, that got us 2nd place last season. This season, it's got us 4th. A point ahead of Man City. Man City dropped to 5th. They're in the Europa League, Man City. They could have a mass exodus of players there. We'll have to raid them this time round. But we finished 7 points away from the leaders, Chelsea, who win it from Liverpool, and Man U finish above us this time. We did relatively well again. 92 goals scored. I think that's the most in the league as well. Man City coming 2nd. That's still pretty good though. I'm still relatively happy with that. We're still in the Champions League spot, which is the main thing. We've only got one more season to do though, but I would have liked the Championship at least at some point. Calvert-Lewin doesn't get leading goal scorer. He only gets 32 goals in the league this season. Odegaard though, chances created 38 and 15 assists, so he does lead the charge for that. Interceptions made, our 2 defenders, 165 for Tomori and Joska's 151. Wow, we did concede the 3rd least in the league. So that's an improvement alongside Man U as well. Let's have a look at some of the competitions then. Get knocked out in the semi-finals in the Champions League. This time by Bayern Munich. Seem to be the bane of our side at the moment. And PSG win the Champions League. No less. They've done that. We get knocked out in the FA Cup by Liverpool in the quarters. Eventually won by Chelsea. So they do the domestic double then. And we get knocked out in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Losing to the eventual winners, Man U. Wow, okay, that's disappointing. I'm not going to lie. Let's have a quick look at the schedules and see how. I mean, we started off really well. In fact, just before we do that, let's just have a look, see if we can have a look what the past positions were. Past positions. So if we have a look at ourselves, yeah, we dropped off a fair bit, didn't we, really? We even got as low as 5th. Man City, how well did they do? They didn't really get going at all. Chelsea, yeah, it's quite impressive, isn't it? We started off really well again. This time we were unbeaten for a fair amount of time, right up until November. Then we lose our first game to Man U 3-2. And then Newcastle followed not long after. But in the Champions League, though, we didn't do too bad, actually. Where did we finish? Top. We didn't. Did we beat Barcelona? We drew Barcelona. That means we must have beaten them 3-1. Wow, that's quite impressive. Quite intrigued as to how far we got then. So 5-1 over Real San Sebastian. A good result there. Quarterfinals, who did we beat? Napoli 4-0 on aggregate. That's quite impressive as well. And the semi-final, obviously, we lost to Bayern Munich. 3-1 this time 2-0 and a 1-1. Okay, that's not too bad. Any big scores in there? Blackburn for 6-1 against Sheffield United there. So we have been scoring goals aplenty. Calvert-Lewin just seems to be on the score sheet all the time, doesn't he? Another safe navigation through December. Oh, then we pick up a few losses there. Carabao Cup. We lose 3-1 and 0-0 in the semi-final. So 3-1 in aggregate to Man U there. Leeds we beat in the between time. We lose 4-1 to Liverpool, 1-0 to Chelsea, and 2-0 to Man City. They're not the sort of results that you want when you're trying to chase a title. 5-1 West Brom stands out there. Man City we beat 1-0 in the FA Cup 5th round there. 4-1 we lose in the league to Man U. And Liverpool we lose in the quarterfinals 1-0. So a couple of more safe games there. Newcastle 5-2. Napoli 3-0, and did we play him before as well? On 1-0, okay. And we finish off the season with a draw. We did beat Chelsea, who won the league 3-0, second to last game. But the loss to Leicester there, 1-0, that shouldn't really be happening at all. And yeah, you know what? We had quite a few spats where we were unbeaten a fair way. Let's have a quick look at the team then. Let's have a look, see how many he got this time. 45 goals, Calvert-Lewin. Not as many as last season, but he scored 45 goals this time. Martinelli chips in with 18. Smith Rowe with 12. He's back on it. Tonali. 11 goals for Tonali. Tonali's our midfielder, isn't he? I thought for a minute then he was a defender. Odegaard, 10 and 22 assists. God, this guy's a beast. Saka as well, 10 and 15. That's pretty decent. 9 goals for Mario. Tierney, 17 assists. Let's have a look at assists then. Odegaard, Tierney, Saka, Nunez. Did well, 3 and 9. That's not bad for his first season. Wittner as well, getting amongst the assists as well. 7 for him. Mario with 6, 9 goals though. Tonali, 11 and 6. I mean, it's pretty all-round performance. Everybody's putting in a fair shift. Right, somehow we've got to try and improve on this. I don't know how. I don't think we could get any better. Right, we still want that league. We're one season away from finishing this rebuild. One thing to say is we've managed to get Arsenal into the Champions League consistently after that first season. So I'm not going to grumble too much. And we've won a few competitions along the way. But that elusive Champions League, we will get to a final. And hopefully it's going to be this time round and win that league. We're not far off. 7 points adrift this time. 4 points off third. 6 off second. Just funny how things happen. 79 points, got us second place last season. It's got us 4th this time. Right, okay, at least we're scoring goals. The goals conceded is coming down. We need to get that quite low. We'll have to look at what Chelsea and Liverpool are doing. We'll try and raid Man City at the same time. Right, let's onwards to the transfers. For the final time then in this rebuild, we have brought in Borna Sosa, a defender, wing-back on the left-hand side. He can play out on the wing as well. We brought him in for Tierney because we just need some backup on that left-hand side. We are very, very short on that side. So he just comes in for a very modest fee of £15 million, rising up to 20. He's had a couple of good seasons with Lyon and Stuttgart. He's just a backup. That's all we brought it in for. Quite expensive for a backup, but there's not many left backs out there that really took the fancy. Really, to be fair, his physicals are quite good. Mentally, he's okay. He's not as far off as Tierney, but he's 27 years old, so probably the best of what was available to us. But I think if we do a comparison with Tierney, if we can just go and find him, we've got a large squad actually. Tierney just is slightly better. Just a year older, but that would probably come if he got game time, but he's just there just in case. And our one signing that we have brought in is another midfielder. We can't be short of midfielders, I'm not going to lie. Maxence Cacaret, if I'm right in suggesting. Yeah, it's another big midfielder. We bring him in from Lyon. £54 million straight up. We had the cash. I didn't really know where to spend the money, to be perfectly honest. A very, very good last few seasons. And that's something we have been lacking in that middle of the park. Wittner's okay, but he's not getting these sort of stats. So I'm hoping he's going to do that for us. Mentors look absolutely amazing. Work rate and vision. He's got good passing. He's got great first touch, anticipation. It's brilliant. So I'm going to use him as a ball-winning midfielder, I think, on this occasion, as opposed to an advanced playmaker. if he's got good decision making, then he can anticipate, then he's going to, well, either that or passing. He'd be able to pass the ball, I reckon. But a DLP, I'm not so sure we want to be playing deep as an Arsenal team. We want to be pressing forward considering how well our front line is. But yeah, Max Sense, welcome to the team. So really, in all, 2 signings. I mean, there are certain other players, but they are going to our youths team. But a modest £70 million spent. Not an awful lot. We have got money left over. A few people do go as well if we have a quick look. Hector Bellerin has gone to Juventus for £11.5 million. Maitland-Niles has gone to Rangers for 9. Saliba's gone to Kiev for £5 million as well. And that is about it. Everybody else is out on loan or just released on the free from the youngsters. But apart from that, yeah, nothing really to talk about. Financially, we've still got money in the bank. We didn't really know where we needed to improve. And in order to get cohesion in this team, we need to keep the same players in the same positions if we can, just to get lines all over the place and just to make sure they can play with each other. I'm an advocate of not changing the side if it's working, just tweaking it here and there. Let's have a look what we've done so far. So we've had not too bad friendlies. To be fair, we've smashed everybody we've played. Hamburger was a little bit tighter, 3-2. We did score in the 96th minute from Martinelli. But a 0-0 start to the Premier League with Chelsea, a 4-1 thrashing of Leicester, and Crystal Palace a 1-1. Martinelli scoring a few goals, and that is because we lost Calvert-Lewin through injury, so I'm hoping he's going to be back eventually, and that will improve. Champions League wide, PSG, Real San Sebastian, and Karabag. I'm guessing we could finish second in that. In the group, really. The FA Cup finished semi-finalists, and the Carabao Cup we've drawn United away. 8th in the table, a win and 2 draws. Not the best position to be in at this stage, but really 2 points off the leaders, United. So as long as we remain unbeaten, we should be okay. But if you have a look at the preview, because of that just one sign, we didn't really improve the side that much. I didn't think we really needed to. But we are 16-1 now to win the league. And that's not bad odds. Not bad odds. Newcastle have 16-1 as well in 5th. United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City above us. Is any of our teams in the Dream 11? No. Mbappe at Man City. Haaland at Man City. They've got De Bruyne, Silva and Diaz. Wow. Oh, we have got somebody. Is that one of ours? Yeah, we have got a left. Can he play left back? If he can play left back, then I'm more tempted to put him in left back position. Can he play left back? Then we can free up. You know what? He could, and he's young. You know what? I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a go, and we're going to bring Ben White in. That could work for us. We'll give that a go. I mean, what was he like last season? I mean, it's okay. Let's stick him on the left-hand side. There we go. That seems a little bit better now. I feel a little bit happier just that right-hand side. I mean, Tamayasu, really, that's his place. But there are a couple of other players that I want to see that happening as well. And everything else remains the same, really. So Tomori stays, Tonali stays, Odegaard. You know, this guy just cannot be replaced in that middle. And same with Calvert-Lewin. But him and Martinelli are sharing that spot. Maybe we could put Calvert-Lewin straight in there. I mean, to be perfectly honest, he's our main striker, isn't he? So he can stay. I mean, the side looks really good. Looks really, really good. I mean, does that change the preview now? No, not a jot. But we are in the Champions League once again. So this is the final season to try and win either a European Cup or the league. Let's go and do this. Let's simulate for the final time. And we've done it. We have won the league. Finally, again, it comes down to the 5th season once again on one of these rebuilds. Arsenal have won the Premiership. 2 points from Liverpool. Man City quite a bit further behind as well. Tottenham, United and Chelsea. None of the big teams really dropping out. Everton 7th. Leicester 8th. Leeds, Norwich, etc. all the way down. Newcastle into the Europa League 2. And they finished 13th. Wow, that's amazing. 93 goals scored, 34 against. Wow, that is a massive, massive improvement. 59 goal difference as well, but an amazing 91 points. Calvert-Lewin, the 3rd best player in the league. He is the league's leading goal scorer. Chances created, Saka and Odegaard, 36 apiece. Odegaard, leading assist maker. Tierney, most dribbles per 90. Well, he must have got a few game times as well. But goals, we scored the most. We created the most chances. That's pretty cool as well. We didn't get to the top until game 15. Stayed there, dropped all the way down, then worked our way back up. And then from game 28, we were constantly top. Liverpool, we took it from Liverpool actually. So it was a race between ourselves and Liverpool by the looks of things. Man City, never really there. They've dropped off. Man U were at top at one point. Competition-wise, let's have a look how well we've done. Oh my... Is this the final? Champions League. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 5. Is that the final? Oh yeah, we have. We've won the Champions League. So everything happening all in the last season as well. FA Cup runners up. We lost in the final of the FA Cup to Tottenham, and we get knocked out by Liverpool in the 4th round in the cup. Yeah, not bothered about Carabao. But we've done almost had a treble. We almost had a treble there, but we do come away with a double and 2 competitions we wanted to win as well. Wow, that is something, that is. Let's have a look at some of these results then. Well, we had a bit of a long run as well. We didn't lose in the league for quite a while. 2 losses, one coming against PSG 3-1, Liverpool 2-1 in the Carabao Cup. But how well did we do in the league groups? We finished 2nd behind PSG, just by 2 points though. So we lost to PSG 3-1. We drew Real San Sebastian, but we beat PSG 2-0, Carabao 6-0 twice, and Real San Sebastian 4-1 knockout round. We beat Real Madrid 2-1 on penalties, so it seems. Quarterfinals, we played Monaco and thrashed them 7-4 on aggregate. Semi-final, we played Milan and beat them 4-3. Liverpool disposing of Chelsea 4-2 on aggregate. And I can't believe that the final, we won 5-0 in the final. That's just crazy. Our first loss coming in January, the 1st of January, a 3-1 defeat against Man City. And look at the game afterwards, 7-1 against QPR there. Any other scores before that in the league? There's a 4-0 against Fulham, 5-1 against Wolves there. 4-0 leads, 6-0, that's Champions League, okay. Didn't really lose that many games, did we? How many games did we lose? Did we only lose 2 games all season? 4-1 against Tottenham. I mean, it started to unravel a little bit here. The FA Cup final, losing on penalties. Let's have a look at these goals then. So Tottenham obviously must have taken the lead here then. I mean, Ramsdale on his knees. Wow. And it was a bit of a weird throw. Good cross in. Saka. Does he let fly? Into Smith Rowe. And it is Martinelli. So no... So there was no Calvert-Lewin. Did he not play? These are penalties. And Martinelli stepping up. It's a good take. Reguilon. Did they score all their penalties? I'm wondering. So Tonali. Good goal. 2-2. Illich for Spurs. 3-2. Smith Rowe. Well taken penalties. I wonder how far it went. Another one. Oh, that's a good penalty, actually. You're not stopping that, really. Pessina. Nicely taken. 4-4. We're getting into sudden death now. We do save it as well, Ramsdale. So this... Okay, what happened here then? Do they start taking 2 penalties each? That's a good penalty. A little bit confused here. Okay. But we saved a penalty, did we not? I'm a little bit confused now. I thought he saved one. Or did he have to take it again? Maybe he had to take it again. What happened? I'm a little bit confused. So they missed a penalty. So we missed 2 penalties. That was a little bit confusing, I'm not going to lie. But we don't win the FA Cup, so that's unfortunate. But I just can't get over the fact... I mean, 7-5 there. Wow, look at that. Against Leeds. A lot of goals been flying in, though. A lot of goals. Milan, there's a 3-1 there. 4-0 against Palace. We beat Man United towards the end. Brentford, and then... Wow, look at that. 5-0. We've got to be looking at these goals as well, haven't we? Odegaard, Calvert-Lewin and Martinelli as well. Let's have a look at these goals. It's the final. I mean, it's not very often you get to win a Champions League in this rebuild at the minute. So we'll have a look at the final as well. I don't understand what happened in the FA Cup final though, but it's a great interception by Saka. Odegaard, lovely ball in to Lewin. Then finds Smith Rowe back to Odegaard. I mean, it's a very well taken goal over the goalkeeper on half an hour as well. A few minutes later though. Nice. I mean, the two new signings combining there. Odegaard once again. Odegaard. I mean, he's everywhere, isn't he, Odegaard? I mean, they cannot do without him. Saka jumps up, and it is Lewin on the end of it. Nice. So, is that just before? I think that's after half time now, isn't it? So 2-0 at half time. So that's 3 at the minute. Calvert-Lewin almost getting in there, but Smith Rowe. Easy goal for Martinelli, who smashes it in for 4. I mean, the final's just from them, isn't it? Tonali. I mean, very, very strong. I mean, how can you do... I mean, he does well, Martinelli. Straight on goal. Yeah, smashes it in. That's in. That's very well played. Very well done indeed. Stats-wise, yeah, we dominated. I mean, possession-wise, probably not, but we did dominate. Smith Rowe doing really well. Odegaard doing well as well. Nice. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. We've won literally everything we wanted to in this save alone, haven't we? Let's have a look, see how well our players have done then. So, Calvert-Lewin, 49 goals. Standard. Martinelli, 25. So, he's done really well. Saka as well, 20 goals. Smith Rowe, 16. Tonali, 15, sorry. Odegaard just speaks for himself, doesn't he? 7 goals, but 25 assists. This guy is just absolutely amazing. He's worth up to 141 million, 27 years old. Still get a few years out of him. Mario as well, 15 assists together with Saka. 12 for Lewin. 61 goals he's been involved with. That's just mad. 12 assists there for Smith Rowe. Martinelli, 10. He's been involved in 35. That's just absolutely... Wow. If ever do a save, these guys are the ones you want to try and bring, isn't it? Going back to all of it then, that's pretty successful rebuild. We've done really well. Really, really well. I mean, the squad is quite big. You reduce it down to the main ones that you want to keep playing. And I think that's helped. Not making too many changes. It actually helps. Well, it helped in this instance, but what helped even more was that the players were really good and they were really young. So you could keep them majority of the time. I mean, our front three, Saka, you got Smith Rowe and you got Calvert-Lewin and Martinelli. Them 4 people... Even Odegaard's staying there in the midfield. You got a solid back 4. You got a goalkeeper who's really, really good. I mean, it's an easy team to pick. You just bring additional players in. Those that don't work, bring somebody else in. If that don't work, bring somebody else in. But you don't change your whole side. The side were full of youngsters. I mean, we are 5 years later on, but they are getting a little bit older now. But you're able to substitute players now and again, or bring 1 or 2 players in. But that is absolutely phenomenal. I applaud it. If you enjoyed that, smash a like on this rebuild. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already for more rebuilds. And I challenge you, can you do the same? Win FA Cups, win the Champions League, win the Carabao Cup. I mean, I think we did win that one as well. And win the Premiership. We've done it all in this rebuild. I'm astounded. I think that's the first of the rebuilds we've actually won everything on. And to finish off with the league and the Champions League is just a dream, isn't it? That's what everybody wants. And the fact that we got to the FA Cup final and almost did the treble is quite phenomenal. But until the next one, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.